Hey garden friends, it's Gail, your pond plant girl, and we are back at Stevie's house in Sacramento, California. I'm here visiting with Stevie, and we're going to put a pond together with whatever we can find. So I went into her storage container and I found just a thing. A Rubbermaid tub and a shovel. So let's go see where we're going to stick it. Alright, this is some bamboo that Stevie got from Madman Bamboo guy, Sean, out of Sacramento. And as you can see, it's struggling, and it's the middle of summer, so if you have bamboo that you're trying to establish in the summertime, you really got to give it a good soaking in the morning and at night. It looks like it's going to die. Don't worry, Stevie, it's not going to die. As I have said many times, if there's a little bit of green left, there's a little bit of life left. And as you can see, the stems look really good. Let's zoom in here. The stems look real good, nice and healthy green. They're not all wimpy and limpy. And you know when bamboo is struggling for water, when the leaves, let's see if I can get in here, yeah, when the leaves curl up like that, they're supposed to be flat. But this guy will be fine. It'll perk back up, and then she'll have more bamboo that then she'll know what to do with. So when you're putting in your pond, you want to pick a spot that gets at least 6 hours of sun per day. So we picked a spot here that already kind of has a hole dug, and we're just going to clean it out a little bit. But you don't have to dig a hole if you don't want to. If you wanted to take your Rubbermaid tub, something like this, and just put some potted plants around the outside of it, just to sort of camouflage it, that would look fine too. But for Stevie's sake, we're going to stick it in the ground. Okay, before I dig the china, I'm going to do a little measuring here. It's like half of it's up to the right level and the other half isn't, so it all depends on what you want to do. But I think I'm going to try to dig a little further. I tried to dig a little further down into the ground and get this down lower, but I came across stuff like this, big like metal rods and stuff. Stevie, I have no idea what you do in your yard. So we have the top of our Rubbermaid tub down here, just sticking out of the dirt. So what I decided to do was to go around the yard and find some plants that we could decorate around it. And here is some canna. According to Stevie, the canna is from the ginger family. I didn't know that. Thank you very much. And this will be very pretty. Canna is nice because it's very prolific and it grows like crazy and it doesn't need much water. And so this will do great filling in around the edge of the Rubbermaid tub, aka our new pond. Something that I did forget to tell you, that if you're using an old container like a Rubbermaid tub or something like that, make sure it's free from any chemicals or oils, because that will kill your plants and your fish. And if you're not sure, you could always line it with a large black trash bag, and it actually looks nice once you get it all done and in there and pulled tight, and it looks halfway decent. These are some plants that I brought to Stevie, and what we have here is some primrose creeper, and that has perked up really nice. It's been soaking in here overnight, and that produces the bright yellow pinwheel flowers. And here is the velvet, oh, there comes a wasp. This is the velvet water lettuce. It's a little bit smaller than the African water lettuce and has softer leaves. And as you can see, this little puppy here got a little bit dry, and it has little curled ends on it, but it'll perk back up and reproduce as well. So no worries if you have little dry edges on there, it'll be fine. We've got fairy moss. The fairy moss is a fun plant, but you can't just put it into the pond because it'll dry out and then it'll die. So what you do with the fairy moss is after you plant everything, it does well hiding in between plants and the leaves. And here we got parrot feather. It just likes to mingle amongst the other plants, and that's the way it grows the best. Parrot feather, very cool plant, very prolific plant. Look how long this is. It keeps going. I have parrot feather in my own pond. I think that's about twice as long as this. And a neat thing about parrot feather, you don't need very much. And I'm going to make myself go bankrupt. I won't be able to sell you any because everyone's going to be splitting their parrot feather. All you got to do is just snip off a piece like this and just throw it in the water. It doesn't matter if it has roots or any green, just throw it in the water. And in about 10 days to 2 weeks, you'll have new parrot feather plants. And I love it. It's like a tiny little forest in your pond, and it's one of my favorite plants. Now, a lot of yellow jackets and bees get attracted to your pond. So if you have that problem, take some pine sol, soak it in just a rag or something like that, or put it in a bowl with some pine sol in it, put it near your pond, and that will distract your bees from getting into your water. And I'm being attacked. Do you have any pine sol? Help! I know it looks a little shaggy, but as I said, by morning time it'll perk back up. So when we get up in the morning, we're going to take a look at that. Your parrot feather is going to be standing straight up. Dog's going to have fairy moss stuck on his face. But it'll look really good.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah. Here is the bamboo the very next day, and as you can see, the leaves are nice and flat instead of all curled up. They curl up when they don't have enough water. Now when you plant your bamboo, you have to give it a lot of water to establish itself. You cannot overwater a bamboo, but you can underwater. So it's better to give it a little bit more than expected. It's the next day and the pond looks really, really good. All the plants came from the property, so this didn't cost us a thing. The container came out of storage. We've got horsetail rush. We've got the plants that I brought. We have iris, which can also be adapted as water iris. We have umbrella palm and the canna in the back. The canna will get really tall for some nice height. And so we were thinking we should put some pottery around the edge here down, because you know it still kind of looks like a Rubbermaid tub. So we're going to smash a plate just for effects, and but pretty soon we'll have some more plates and more smashing going on, and then when it's all done I'll show you that. But for right now, this is a great start. So let's go smash a plate. Let's smash a plate. Here we go. I did it! Yay! Woohoo! Here's our pretty little pond, and it will be a continuing work in progress, as all ponds usually are. We're slowly building our little ceramic plate wall around the edge, and this is what we have so far, which is kind of cool and fun. Just don't cut your fingers like I did. Our iris here, our umbrella palm, and that will actually grow nice and tall in the sunshine. So the smaller plants in the front where everyone views it, and then the taller plants, here's the canna, that'll grow nice and tall in the back. So you want some different layers of depth and height. Hello Delaware, my brand new friend. I'm so glad that we're friends. Hey, this is Gail. I am your pond plant girl. If you have any questions at all, please send me an email. I love email. And if you need any pond plants or advice, just go ahead and contact me through my website. You have a great day. Happy ponding, happy gardening, and you keep on being you. So Stevie, is this where you keep your dead bodies? If I hurt myself, I'm blaming you. Okay.
You called that one.
I know it.
Okay.
Okay, now it hurts.